Hi and welcome to Geekology. I'm David Spear.
And I'm Sven Harvey.
And it's our 47th episode.
Yes. And final episode of this series.
It's been a good season.
Yes.
I've enjoyed
Series.
big chunks of this series.
Series, yes. Well done. Thank you.
Season.
Series.
Okay, so before we get to wrapping up the year, should we actually do a little review?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
Now,
do so.
I'm
Yes,
really
you
excited
can.
about this episode for a couple of reasons. Yes, I know. This particular episode encompasses two things which I absolutely love, which are Christmas ornaments, because I really enjoy Christmas. It's a big family thing. My father was massively into Christmas. He just genuinely enjoyed this time of year, and I mean, you knew what he was like, so. Yeah. That was a big thing. And Star Trek. So, Star Trek Hallmark ornaments are a big thing. And this year has been the only year in the, 12 years? When did they do the first Star Trek ornaments?
God, it's
No, it was 2001, wasn't it? The first one, though. Yeah. Okay, so this has been the first time in 13 years that I was actually in America at the time when the Christmas ornaments were released. Cool. So it was a really big thing for me that I got to go into a Hallmark and buy the ornaments for the first time, because normally I get them from a third party trader. I normally get them a lot cheaper than buying them in the store, which I actually went to the States with my ex, and sadly she didn't go into the store with me. She was busy, and it's a shame because I really wanted to share that experience of woohoo ornaments. Yeah. So I managed to get these, and we'll review these, and then I've got a little bit of a story to tell you. So which one would you like to go with first?
Shall we get the Vengeance out of the way?
Okay, alright, we'll get the Vengeance out of the way. Right, so, first of all, the packaging. This is Hallmark's packaging for all of their ornaments this year. Doesn't matter what range of Hallmark ornaments you get, they seasonally change the exterior of the packaging. I have to say,
so they just brand
I do not
them
like
with the
this.
logos. No, it's rather...
It is. Now, normally...
shop, isn't it?
Normally, they have plastic bubbles.
Yeah.
On the inside that have all the bits and pieces. Sadly, the store I went to had gotten rid of all the plastic bubbles and were just tissue wrapping.
Why?
So that they could flat pack the boxes to store more boxes in their cupboards.
Oh, okay.
Which was a shame, but was not a deal breaker for me. I've actually cheated and already put the batteries in this particular model.
Okay.
I will let you have the joy, and I use that term very, very loosely, of lighting it up. The moment on this black model I realise where the power switch is. Okay, it's where the bridge is meant to be.
Okay.
Okay, now this is stunningly badly done.
Yeah.
It's hideous.
Yeah. Let's face it though, Vengeance isn't known for its aesthetic qualities.
Yeah, but the problem is, Hallmark, although they don't go into vast amounts of detail on the ships, are normally nicely done. That one is not, it's not nicely done. It's just, it lacks a level of detail that I'd hope for. It's using their new system, and by new, it's actually a few years old now. And there's a pint, marvellous. Of using the batteries to power the lights rather than having it on the cord. You remember the old-fashioned cords, which I kind of liked because it meant you didn't have to go up to your Christmas tree and push all the buttons. Yes. So stop crashing it. It's ugly. Okay, go on. Get rid of that one. That one is one that if you collect the starships you need, I don't think anybody wants it, but you kind of need it. I think if you, I'm not even rating it. It's terrible. Okay, we'll go for the
thing is that even though it's the, I mean, this is the thing is that part of us, both of us are going. It's the Vengeance. We're not really impressed anyway. But there's no.
To be fair, I like the Hot Wheels version of the ship. I thought it was an incredibly well detailed looking model.
Yeah, and this is very, very plain. But I've got a feeling whoever did this
had the same level of passion for it we did.
Well, I think they saw it on screen, and because it was basically dark on black, they're not going to see much detail, and therefore didn't think the general public would notice.
No. Well, you know what, mate? It is just
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. So this one, although it is what it is, I was quite impressed with this one. Now I've got to admit, it's been August was when I was there, so it's been a while since I've seen this one. So bear with me a moment. I remember there was something about this particular model that I particularly enjoyed.
There you go. It's a car room.
It's in the new scale with
Yeah.
the figures, not the original scale of the figures.
They've got bigger, haven't they?
Yeah, they've got smaller.
Oh, smaller.
Smaller. The first ones were much bigger. The thing I liked, I remembered what it was about this one. They used real ribbon for the tricorder.
Okay. That's quite cool.
Which I thought was nice. Interesting level of detail. You can see all the buttons on the communicator and on the tricorder.
That's quite nice.
It's just a lovely little figure. Definitely one for the range if you collect
I'm not
figures.
entirely convinced that's George either, but
I think it is.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm confident it is. My only comment about it, if I was going to go, that's wrong, is the fact that the Star Trek. No, I don't know why I'm calling it Star Trek emblem. It's not the Delta shield on his chest.
Yeah, the Enterprise
with the insignia of the Enterprise is the wrong size.
Yeah.
Massive.
And it's a little bit misshapen, but
But
we'll let it off. It's
figure
tiny.
this big. Okay, now they for the last few years have released diorama sets, and we've enjoyed most of the diorama sets.
Yes.
I think they've all been good. I love the Trials and Tribulations one. It wasn't. It was Tribbles, where you could push the button and the Tribbles.
Same episode.
Kind of ish. But
I'm quite intriguing. You came up with the D Space 9 name before you came up with the.
Oh no, it's just because I've watched that one. I've watched that one recently. Yeah. I know that you are just going to love this because of the level of detail on the Horta.
It's the Horta. How cool is that? Complete with silicon nodules.
It has pushed the button. Isn't that great? Now, normally they've got 2 or 3 different voice settings. This one actually only has the one.
I find it a little bit of a shame there's no lighting to the Horta, considering what the Horta looked like on set.
They could have probably
put that.
But
I mean,
yeah,
just
it's a nice little.
It would be nice, but that's really nice.
Great.
I quite like that.
Okay, now I need to go and get a bag, so
Okay.
I'll be back in just 2 seconds. So this is really badly organised, because if I thought about it, I'd have had this ready before we started filming. So I'm in Hallmark. It's the first time I've ever been there. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I go up to the sales counter with my 5 purchases, and I'm just really excited. And the woman looks through my purchases.
3, okay.
I'll explain this in a moment. I'm really excited about my purchases, and she's looking through them and going, "Oh, you're a bit of a geek." I was like, "Yes." And I was telling her
How were you not standing there with some form of Star Trek uniform on?
because
I've met you.
because I did. My partner at the time was non-geek, so I tried not to geek it up too much when we were out and about.
I've never seen you out and about without a com badge on.
When
to
I
my
was
knowledge.
actually, I had one Trek jacket with me, and that was it. And it
Okay,
was so
fair
hot
enough.
that I couldn't wear a Trek jacket. So
Fair
I was de-geeked. Essentially, I was de-geeked. It's very strange. So I'm talking to her, and I explained to her how important it was for me that this was the first time I'd ever been able to go and buy the ornaments. And she went, "This isn't all the Star Trek ornaments." 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. I know. I checked, but because I had a look before we went over to see what.
So that's
ornaments
everything
were
that's in
this
the
year.
catalogue on the website.
She went, "There's an in-store special." And I went, "What? There's an in-store special Star Trek?" She went, "Yes." I was like, "Why wasn't that on the website?" "Yes, please." She's gone, "Okay, I'll just go grab one for you."
Oh, an Orion slave girl.
An Orion slave girl.
I can imagine the stupid grin on your face.
Oh, it was massive. It really was. And it looks a bit strange when, Orion slave girl, and you're just like, "Oh, yes, please." So she handed me the box and said, would you like this? I was like, "Yes, please. Yes, I'd like this."
Times,
and
yes.
then I said, "How many more have you got?" And I was trying to work out how much money I had on me, because I would have just bought whatever number she could have said, "We've got a box of 100. I would have bought them, because Orion Slave Girl, how will this not sell? I was so excited about it, and I literally ran to where my partner was having a meal with her brother and her in-law, all excited about getting them, and like she just drained the joy out of me when she heard how much money I'd spent on them. But I explained to her that we were going to make a killing on these. All we had to do was go into Hallmark the next day. Next day we were going to be in Chicago. All we had to do was go into Hallmark and pick some of these up, and it would, we'd make a fortune. It was going to be great. And then on the evening, we took them home so I could have a closer look, because, don't really want to be looking at true ornaments in a well, actually, I wanted to be looking at true ornaments in the restaurant, but I was told no. Unfortunately, when I looked at this particular figure, now I'll be very interested to see what your opinion is of this. This stopped me going into Hallmarks the next day to pick any up, because I thought, although I could probably sell them, I would feel very guilty about it. This is
the shade of green already makes me think, that's not right. It's Gordon green, not
the green is bad, but look at the face.
Who's that supposed to? That's supposed to be Vina.
It's supposed to be Vina. And there's a pint.
That does not look anything like Susan Oliver.
No,
it was the actress who played Vina in The Cage and therefore Menagerie as well.
Well remembered, but no.
No, thank you. That doesn't look.
No, it doesn't.
That doesn't look fantastic.
I really like the gold on the dress.
Yeah, but that's.
But it is the wrong green, and you know what? I could have probably overlooked the green if the face wasn't
haven't even
abysmal.
Got the face shape right, have they?
It's not even a human face shape. It's a blob with a nose and lips.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's a real shame they just didn't do a scan of Rachel
I like the idea that they released it as an in-store special. Somebody had the right idea.
Yeah, and the execution is terrible.
Poorly executed. Yeah.
If they do a Star Trek 2009 Orion's Starfleet cadet, I'll be all over that like a rash.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah,
you can't beat a red hair slider.
I did say there were 5 purchases. The reason is number 4.
Okay.
Which is a little puppy dog, but it's called Puppy Love, and it's a 2014. And one of my other great passions is my dog and dogs, and I love animals, and I just thought he was really cute, and he's the 2014 special. Okay. So yeah. So are you thrilled? Are you thrilled with my ornament choices?
Yeah, it's a dog.
Puppy love. Gotta have some puppy love.
I definitely. Can we bring back the vengeance?
Well, then you're gonna hate the next one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Here is part of my Christmas box to you.
Okay. Ooh.
Did you know they did that?
Ooh, I had been tipped off it was a possibility. Ooh.
Complete with tissue.
Complete with tissue paper.
Notice really tacky packaging.
Yeah. Oh wow. Shame he hasn't got a gun, but that's got more detail on it than most of the Optimus Prime toys of this size.
Yeah.
They've actually put on the Generation 1 toy sticker.
Dude,
sets.
I've got no idea. I just saw it was Prime and went, I've got to get that for
kind of in the poses on the front of the original box. That's quite cool. I love it. He's got yellow eyes. Look, Prime with the correct coloured eyes. Yay!
You're not annoyed he doesn't transform?
No. You can't put the actual transforming transformer on a tree. That would be ridiculous. That is really cool. Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, that's
brilliant. That's so cool. Yeah, Prime.
Right, see, this counts as a 2-for-1, by the way. We got Trek and Transformers. We don't manage to combine the two in one episode very often.
True. Yeah, especially because we never got the Star Trek Transformers that were mooted at one point. Well, that is really, really cool.
It is.
That's going on my tree.
Okay.
So going on my tree.
I thought you'd like it.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much.
Okay, so ornaments aside, it's been a really weird year.
Yeah.
For both of us, for many, many reasons.
Yes.
But much like in the wrap up of the last season, I've genuinely enjoyed doing this season.
Yeah.
I have. It's been very interesting to talk to you the way that we tend to talk on video rather than the way we just tend to rattle things off. So that's been kind of fun. Has there been any episodes you particularly liked?
There's nothing that really sticks out hugely. I mean, we did the
No, carry on. It's just she's white. What's wrong? Come on. I tell you what, you know, we've never actually had her on film, but she's been in a few of the episodes. This is Belle. Hello, Belle. Sorry, dude, go.
Yeah. I mean the Star Trek, the official Starship Collection ones kind of stick out a bit because they're what
They've
they
been
are.
really popular. Next to the Transformers, they're the best viewed ones we have.
And I think the Optimis Prime episode was quite fun, especially with the number of comments we've had back both privately and online.
Yeah.
Of people just going, how are there all these different primes? They just are. Optimus.
See, you got that. I got sympathy ones.
Fair enough. Look at all those primes, David.
Look at the primes. How many? But there are 4 primes. There are 5 primes.
No.
4 primes.
There are 4 primes.
Yeah.
Let's see how many people get that.
It's a few.
A few. Oh, there we go. So, is there any particular episodes that stand out for you from this year?
You know, there's been a few that have stood out. There's been ones where we've had huge technical problems. Chunks of footage going missing, so we've had to re-record them. That's been frustrating. There's been some really good ones where I thought the flow worked really well, but if I had to pick an episode and specifically run with it, it would be the Cutaway Enterprise.
Yes.
Just because I entered it with such enthusiasm. I was so happy because I'd seen that ship when I was on my honeymoon and I really wanted it. It was great, and then, you know, we managed to get it, and you could literally see me unboxing it in the episode and the colour just draining to my face when I realised how bad that really was. And it did go to show that our unboxing episodes are genuine unboxing episodes.
Because you could just going,
you can see me being
I'm
really
so glad
stuck.
I didn't pay £150 for this.
But you could actually see me stuck for words.
Yeah.
Because I'm like going, I can't just say what I genuinely think.
Though along the same lines, a number of people have commented about the look on my face when we did Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Why? What was?
Because someone succinctly put it as, it looked like someone had shot your dog. I was like, yep, that's right.
That was. So it took me a minute to realise you meant the movie and not a toy.
No, I wouldn't. I probably would never have an Age of Extinction toy. Probably. This is Optimus Prime, because the Optimus Prime at the beginning of the movie looks like G1 Prime, kind of.
Not an episode, but something I genuinely enjoyed was I have been recognised a couple of times when I was just out and about shopping, which I genuinely think, although I was shopping in geek places, so that kind of makes sense. But at the toy fair, that made my day. We couldn't go to a toy fair together, and I had to go separately with some friends. And there was a gentleman selling Japanese toys, and I was looking at he had some Trek toys and some anime figure toys, and I was looking at the anime figure, and I was nowhere near the Trek. I looked at the Trek, he had everything I'd already got, and I was moseying on and looking at these figures, and he got very excited and started talking to me. I had no idea what he was saying, but he had an interpreter with him, and the interpreter said he's already heard this story 100 times, because I quite like, I wrenched this one out in the pub because I quite like this, and the interpreter said, excuse me, do you do a web show about starships? And I was like, I do a web show that has starships in it, yeah. And he's like, oh yeah. You and the Transformer guy. I was like, yes, me and the Transformer guy. And he gave me a discount on his store, and I was quite impressed. But he watched all of the ones, he only watched the ones with the Starship reviews. But his translator was his translator from home. I'm not sure if it was his girlfriend or a PA or what she was, but she explained to me that she has to sit there, watch our episodes, and then translate them for him, which I just think is fabulous. That somebody actually has to sit there trying to figure out what me and you are babbling about to each other. It really makes me want to throw some really obscure English in just to see if we can trick some people. But no, that was great. You know, I love that. I thought it was really nice.
No deserting the desert in the desert.
Yes, we won't be doing that.
No, okay.
No, I know it's a slightly strange thing, but it was really nice for me because I got to talk to somebody who actually watched it and went, yeah, I can see what you guys are trying to do. You're not getting it, but I kind of see what you're trying to do. So, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, to be honest, this is a completely different approach than most people use their YouTube channels, where it's just one person's hands. So
actually, you know what? I watched somebody else's review the other day. And I don't know if he was using a Google Glass or whether he just had a visually mounted, but he was talking.
He was just a Kardashian.
No.
He was
Dominion.
Using Dominion.
No, he had a female co-host.
Okay.
And it's like, you have no idea the amount of times when we've been doing the Transformer things, I have wished I had a female co-host. But
how rude.
I know. But the really weird thing was, he talked to her the same way me and you do, but he looked at the tweets the entire time. And I was like, look at your co-host occasionally. Yeah, our approach works well for us. Mm-hmm. And a few people watch us, so evidently they must agree too. So, yeah. So what are you looking forward to in the new year?
Ooh, let's see, 2015. Transformers wise, we have Combiner Wars, which is actually already leaking into UK retailers, which is impressive considering we weren't even sure we were going to get it at all.
Yeah.
So it's like, woo woo! And there's an Optimus Prime in that combines with others, so I'm like, I think I need that in my life at some point.
StarTrek.com, in conjunction with Jim Roddenberry Productions, are producing some very interesting Star Trek ranges. I really look forward to seeing some of those. Some of the stuff they've already got on StarTrek.com at the moment, pretty good.
I'm looking forward to more news about the third new Star Trek film.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, you know, who's going to direct it, considering they need to get
Jonathan. It's got to be Jonathan.
Let's hope so.
I know it's not confirmed, but it has to be Jonathan. It's got to be. Seriously. If you had a choice, it's a waste of time asking you. If you had a choice.
Favourite Trek movies, First Contact. Yeah, there's not going to be.
Got it.
Yeah.
And more starships. No,
more starships. And hopefully a space dock.
Space dock, that would be the link right there.
Yeah.
Talking of links, throw the link right down there for merchandise.
Yes. Go on, have a look.
No, nobody has shaken a bunny at me yet. But we get to see the figures. People have bought bunnies. They bought more of his bunny than my bunny, which is weird. Okay. I find that just... The majority of your audience are men because they're Transformer fans. I said majority.
No.
I said majority.
No. Careful.
I would think that I have a slightly more even keel with it being mainly Star Trek. So it's going to be interesting on that one. I can't wait for the first live event. First one is First Contact Day.
Yeah, in April.
Yeah, which we're both looking forward to. It's going to be awesome. Sadly, last year we had technical dev. We did record some footage there, but for varying technical reasons, we couldn't use them.
Signatures, mainly.
Yes, I forgot, in my infinite wisdom, to get consent forms signed. And whilst we are very confident that everybody there would have been fine with it, it was a rookie mistake. And
we have Data Protection Act issues to worry about. So.
Yes. Yeah. Being UK based.
And me being a data controller.
We really wanted to obey the right rules for that one, so sad. But this year we will correct that. But aside from that, it was a great event. The people were lovely. The team were incredibly well organised, very, very friendly. It was very enjoyable. And it was it was a pure Star Trek event where they weren't adding other sci-fi. Other sci-fi stuff was there, but they weren't, going, we're everything. This year I've got more stuff going on.
It's still very much a Star Trek base.
But they're not going with all these other things. They go, no, we're Star Trek. But we have that other stuff too. Which I think is great that they're really sticking to their core beliefs. Because you do get that with Star Trek groups, that they'll start diversifying and then go, no, we're all about the diversification. It's like, you're meant to be Star Trek.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Bring them the track.
But it's also a 2-day event this year.
Yeah, there's going to be a party.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I get to bust some moves. It's going to be fun, dude.
What's Puzzle Bubble got to do with this?
Alright, okay, so technically that's both of our events, but let's face it. Yeah. But the other event's definitely yours.
Yes, auto assembly in more ways than one. There's Auto Assembly in August, which is of course a Transformers event. So yes, if you're coming along to that, do feel free to come and bug David. Yeah, it'll be funny.
There's just not going to be enough beer in that bar. There's just not enough beer.
I'm pretty sure Swerves will be very well stocked.
Okay, it needs to be. Alright, so I think that covered that. That just leaves us to say, you know what, just thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much for anybody that has left us either positive or negative feedback. We both genuinely appreciate both. Negative feedback gives us room to improve on things, which, to be fair, we're new at doing this part of the job. You know, I used to do motivational speaking and all the rest of it, but I never did it on camera. So it's kind of different for me, and Sven's managerial side of things, so he doesn't really get to do mass bits, so that's kind of fun. We've enjoyed that. So that's a negative feedback. The positive feedback is great because it just, you know, gives us both little ego boosts and makes us think that we are heading in the right direction.
Yes.
It's good to know we're going in the right direction and people enjoy the show.
Well over 300 subscribers now, which is always nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've got ridiculous amount of hits on some of the videos are over
10,000 hits on the Masterpiece one from last year.
10,000
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
That's not actually 10,000 people sitting from beginning to end though. That's 10,000 people going, oh, this could be good. Oh no, it's those guys. It's a start.
Yeah.
So yeah, we genuinely appreciate that. For everybody that has joined our wonderful campaign to get us a space stock, fantastic. And any of you that haven't joined it, please do so. We would appreciate that.
So I think all we need to do is wish you a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
And we'll see you in 2015.
Thank you and good night.
Bye.
Bye.